Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is Wednesday, November 9th, 2022. Let's start with the Forex calendar. Overnight data has not been that much important. However, we got some data from Japan, from the Australia, and of course from the China. The CPI and PPI from China had been published. CPI was than expected 0.3% because the actual reading was 0.1%, and the PPI minus 1.3, which is better than minus 1.5 expected, but still decrease in PPI from 0.9%. So very strange data from China. Please notice that we have a Eurozone, Eurogroup, meeting in the Eurozone for all day. So we got plenty of speeches again today, as you can see, from FOMC members, European Central Bank Monetary Policy meeting members, ECB Elderson, MPC Haskell, German Buba Berman. All of these guys will give a speech. So some kind of a comments and remarks might be influencing the market behavior. Crude oil inventories data are scheduled for release at 5:30 today, and that's about it. If you ask me for important data related to today's market, so plenty of comments and crude oil inventories. So please pay attention to the Euro Group meeting remarks, okay, for today. Let's start with the Bitcoin. As you can see, we have a serious sell-off on the Bitcoin, 18.72%, almost 19% of the sell-off from the last local high. We tested below, let me just put it in the perspective of daily time frame chart. Look at this. We tested this level here. This is level from the middle of the June 2022, of course. And let me just find out. There you go. You have this bar here. This is daily time frame chart. So we tested this level. We bounced a little. However, the market is still under the pressure, and the momentum is negative. It's very weak. Level of the it's 33 points on the RSI. We are approaching the level of 30, which means that this, of course, is the extremely oversold condition for the market on the daily time frame chart. Let's switch to weekly, and as you can see on the weekly, we are still into the negative territory. So right now the market hits the level of 34, so it's almost the same as the daily RSI number, and it doesn't look good. Basically, it doesn't look good on any time frame, especially on a 4-hour chart. As you can see, this is a big pin bar because there was plenty of the buyers around 17,600, so they lift the price a little. However, the local high, the close was at 18,697. Since then, we never seen this price again. We back below the blue line. We are approaching the 17,600 again, and the market is under the extreme pressure. One more a chart here. This is the Ethereum chart, of course. The same situation, 26% of a drop. This is the first sign of a panic. And what do we see here is that we erased all of the gains from this month, from the last month, and we are approaching the level of 1,191, which is the low from the this is December, middle of the December this year. The yearly low is exactly the same December low, right? It's a September. Let me just take a look. No, there is one more low from the month of the I guess this is a June. Yes, this is the June. The middle of the June is 880. So this is the yearly low, and it looks like with that kind of a price action we can get there in no time. So it doesn't look good here at all. Again, outlook remains bearish, and if we break below 1,191, if there is no substantial bounce, we can see much more lower level, on the Ethereum very soon. So that's the Ethereum. and the Bitcoin, both of the cryptocurrencies that are under very strong bearish pressure because of the crude oil inventories. Let's take a look at this oil chart. This is of course a 4-hour chart. However, let's switch to the daily straight on. What do we see on daily? Very interesting bar here. Let me just zoom in. Let me just show you this bar here. There you go. Very interesting bar here. That tested the level of 93.73. So we got a pin bar here. Confirmation of the possible down move. And what do we have here is of course the potential, let's say maybe I should switch it to the channel because it looks like a parallel channel possibility, a potential test of the channel line. Let's say we are here, so we are here. If we just hit the level of like this and put this line here, you can see those are pretty much in line. So that's the wave, the part of the wave C. The target is still 99.26. However, this is a 100% target. This is 61% target. So we might say that ABC is done right now. Okay. The supply zone is still present on the screen. 93.73, 98.35. We didn't break above this zone. Of course, we are still trading below it, and even the lower level of the zone is strong enough to push the prices way lower. Momentum roughly above the level of the 50, roughly positive, and with the breakout below this technical support 84.92, this momentum will likely move to the negative zone. We have one more, of course, one more technical support. This is the low of the wave B around the level of 82.07. So that might be the next target for bears. I will remove the arrow now because the minimum has been made for the wave C, and it doesn't actually look any impulsive. This one was very impulsive. This one was ABC to the downside. Maybe the wave B is still in progress. However, in the time would concern me because that's too long for the wave B to develop, basically. So that's something else. Something else is cooking here, and it looks like the wave C was completed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as a diagonal, maybe towards the 61% of the Fibonacci extension. So maybe let me just do, yeah, that diagonal looks almost the same as this one, as we saw here. So the diagonal would be like something like this. Let me just remove the extensions here so we can do it much more. There you go. This is this and this, and maybe we can do it like that. Yeah, so that's the wave. This is what I mean. That's the wave. That's the diagonal. Let's say it's a diagonal. We have a blow off here, blow off top a little bit here. So that's the situation. It's not a textbook example, but I'm trying to figure out what is going on. If that's the situation, we are in, then of course this turns the events 180 degree, because that means we will go straight down out of this ending diagonal. So please keep an eye on the crude oil, keep an eye on this support levels, and of course on 82.07. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look well for the bulls. And last but not least, let's take a look at the US dollar index, because something interesting is going on here. Daily time frame chart is showing us that the market still has problems with the breakout above the trend line, and is now in the negative zone. So we should see some kind of a breakout below 109.27 very soon, and that means the correction will extend even lower. And if the US dollar index is going down, that means the euro dollar would likely go up, and the euro dollar would likely go up. However, please wait for the breakout of this level here, and that will be the confirmation of maybe even more deeper correction. The next logical technical support is around 107.45. In terms of the Elliott wave, it looks like the wave A, wave B, wave C completed, connector to the upside, wave A, wave B, wave C to the downside. So what do we have here in the terms of the Elliott wave is something like this. We got the high here, A, B, C. This is the W connector, and we are waiting for the wave Y. Okay, so let me just change this. There you go. This is our scenario for the US dollar index. Of course, this is a complex correction. It doesn't look impulsive yet, so this is only correction, downside correction during the uptrend, and when this correction is done, new highs should be made. However, the market will call films or will invalidate our scenario. Wait and see what will happen here. That's everything from me for today. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys tomorrow. So take care and bye bye.